If you're somebody who wants to see their lifestyle, who wants to see their life just look different this time next year, then this is the video for you. Keep watching. I'm going to share some tips and tricks of how to make that happen. Welcome back to the channel, Soul Tribe. It's your girl, Soulspiration. Today's video, I'm talking about this locking in before the new year comes, this winter arc, 30 plus day lock in before the new year, because we got goals to hit, we got people to inspire, we got money to make, we got a lot we got to get done, okay? But it doesn't have to be scary, it doesn't have to be overwhelming. We're making it all happen right now. Thank you for liking this video, and thank you for joining the Soul Tribe, where we step out of the matrix and honey into our divinity. Okay, let's get into it. I want you to imagine for a second that this time next year, you would have accomplished most, if not all, of your goals. This is why what the girlies are calling winter arc is so crucial, because it's your opportunity to get crystal clear on what you want your goals to be for next year ahead of time, and then create a plan that you can seamlessly execute. Okay, so let's quickly talk about why this is important and why is it important to do it this time of year. Well, I'll tell you, because if you think about tech companies, if you think about mid-sized companies, they are already, or they have actually already been starting or executing on their plan for 2025 this past summer. So June, July, they've already been planning, they've already been executing for the last 5 to 6 months. If you want to be further ahead than when you were last year, then you have to start planning ahead of time to stay on track and or be ahead of the curve. And from a business perspective, if you want to be a competitor or be competitive or lead the pack, you have to move just like this. And for your personal goals, you have to look at yourself as a business. You are a business. Your brand, what your life looks like, how you spend your time, that is your business. And that is why we are focusing on doing it in November. If you're watching this video in November, then I need you to lock in with me. And I'm going to show you how to do it. So let's get into my next point. Now, this is easier than we think, okay? I'm going to share with you a tip that I believe is a game changer, and it has so far been a game changer for me. All this is going to require is a little bit of effort and some discipline. I'm going to share with you what I call the if this, then that method. Sometimes when we think about all of our goals, it can be overwhelming. We'll think, how are we going to accomplish all of it? Do I have enough time to do that? It seems like separate tasks, separate to-do lists. It's a nightmare to think about. At least for me, I can get overwhelmed thinking about all the things I have to do. However, if you find a way for your goals to depend on one another, you've unlocked a new code. So to give you a personal example, a goal for me every single year is fitness and eating clean. I also make content. I want to be consistent. I want to be inspired by myself. I want to be creative. I want to inspire you. I used to think these two goals were separate. But baby, they're not separate. They're not. And I'm going to tell you why. Again, I call this my if then method, right? We've got eating clean and we've got creating content. So here's how I've combined those two to make those goals depend on one another. If I eat clean, if I move my body, then I will have energy to create content. Then I will look better in my videos. Then I will have energy to do it when I don't want to do it. Then I have an extra boost of energy that's going to allow me to do it when things get tough, right? Because life happens. Now I'm simultaneously pouring into both goals at the same time. And in turn, one becomes more effective if the other is done. My content will get better because I have energy, because I look healthy, because I look energized. My brain is working better, right? So do you see how one depends on the other? And now I'm like hitting both goals at the same time. I'm catching more birds with one basket. We don't kill birds with stones around here. So we're catching more birds with one basket when you apply this if then method. So think of a way, think about what maybe your two goals are, and think of a way to make them dependent on one another. You're crossing off both goals at the same time, and you're winning in both areas. And then it just becomes a part of your lifestyle. All right, I'm going to show you guys what I've been doing, what I've been eating to eat cleaner. I made this really delicious new recipe. I'll pop that snippet in just a second so you guys can see. I'm already on this journey. I'm already moving towards eating cleaner, moving my body, and in turn, it's making me so ready to make content. Like I have energy. There's no reason why I feel like I can't. And that was something I feel like was lacking for me in my past. This is what we're working with. And it's only right that I do a little taste test. Mmm, that's good, y'all. For real. Mm-hmm. That is good. Shout out to Shakayla Felice for this recipe. The flavors are giving. That is good. I finished a workout this morning. I had a healthy breakfast. I'm energized. I'm making a video. I feel good, right? So that spiraled into my next thing. Now, as far as consistency for my content creation, I have created a calendar where I can hold myself accountable. I've created a space for me to have all of my ideas and everything in one place. And I'm using a software called Notion. Maybe you've heard of it. I'm sure you have. All of the LinkedIn influencers are using it, and I tried it for the first time, and it really has centralized all of my information. I'll show you guys what it looks like. Normally I would do like a screen recording, but I'm just going to go ahead and pop in so you can see what this looks like for me. There's a ton of videos on how to make this look better or how to make this work for you. You're just gonna want to watch a few to decide which style works for you. This is my platform page, and I have Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn. I've got all of my links connected. And then at the same time, when I scroll down a bit, you can kind of see this is where I put down my ideas, what I'm going to share, and then I also have um, when I'm going to post. So I've created and I'm creating a content calendar that's going to hold me accountable. Okay. If you guys have not tried it, Notion has free. You can get Notion for free. And then if you want to kind of like do some upgrades and stuff like that, then you can pay for it. But there's a ton of templates that are already created for you, and get serious about how you're going to make your goals happen. And I'm going to swear by Notion because I've been trying to figure out how I feel like I can just dump my life on paper and see it all in front of me. And ever since I've been doing that, I've been less overwhelmed. Everything that matters to me, anything that I need to get done, it's been far more seamless to see all of your responsibilities on paper. And even if you don't want to do Notion, just making a list of what you need to get done is a game changer. But as far as staying consistent, I highly recommend the calendar because it's going to hold you accountable.
Hello, lovelies. It's just me, your girl, planning out my content, being a super hipster girly, and using this Notion platform that everybody's ranting and raving about. And I'm getting my content calendar ready to go so I can be ahead of the curve. I want to already have a schedule, a plan, so I can just simply execute it when it comes time to doing so. So that's what she's doing, and I hope you guys follow suit and listen to the advice in this video because I know it is going to be a winner and a game changer. Okay, I'll see you on the other side.
And I'm going to quickly share with you why I decided to do the winter arc. It's all the things I said already, but it's also because I had a come to God moment where I realized if I don't take authority over my life, if I don't take responsibility for the things I need to do, I'll look up and the year has gone by and I'm still in the same place. And I don't want to be that. I don't want to be in that position. So I'm here with you to inspire you to take authority over your life and tell yourself, I can do and accomplish whatever I want as long as I have a plan and as long as I plan to execute it. Because when you do that and you remain consistent. That's when your life changes. A year is going to pass anyway, so you might as well be doing something in that year so that you can see the fruits of what you've put in. Okay, this doesn't have to be daunting, it doesn't have to be overwhelming. Start with something simple, keep that momentum, decide what your goal is now, focus on how you're going to execute it, and start executing now. Start executing now. Okay, the older you get, the more you realize no one's coming to save you. We got to take authority over our own lives, right? There's a lot of things that we can have people help us with, but for the most part, we got to make this stuff pop, right? We got to create and embody, tap into the divine feminine and ask for creativity and guidance and watch just the beauty of all of your creations come to life. It's going to ignite you. It's going to invigorate you. It's going to inspire you, and it's for darn sure going to inspire somebody else. And this is why I do what I do. Okay, I'm in here to inspire your soul. And I hope to be your dose of serotonin for the day as well. When I was in Colombia, and I just got back from Colombia maybe about 3.5 weeks ago. If you haven't checked out my Colombia blogs, I don't know what you're doing because I got a 3-part series and they're a ton of fun. And I had the best time in Medellin, Colombia. On my way back, I realized that I wanted my life and want my life to look like the freedom I had in Medellin, Colombia, right? What does that mean? It doesn't necessarily mean I want to be a millionaire by next year. No, but it does mean what steps do I need to put in place so that I can have the flexibility, the freedom, the autonomy to, if I want to, pick up and go if I want to. And me having to come back, me having to do what I had to do to make it happen, it inspired me because I know that by doing it, it was going to get me closer to where I want to be. But I also realized I got to make some changes because the life I had out there and how I was moving and just living my life was when I realized this is the life that I want. I want freedom. I want the flexibility, and I want to be able to bless my family. I want all those things. I want to live a blessed and abundant life. And if that's you, I really encourage you to lock in, figure out your goals, sit down, look at your own personal schedule and see how you can implement, even if it's just one thing, okay? Because this is the time to really tap in. I encourage you to start a channel. I encourage you to do something, face your fears this year. Whatever it is, just if you can get anything from this video, I just want you to be committed to yourself. I want you to look at this commitment to yourself of accomplishing a goal this year as self love. Because if you can do that, you are proving that you can commit to yourself. You're saying that you have confidence, and confidence is trust in yourself, knowing that you're worthy of what it takes to put in and execute on your goals. Okay? Commit to yourself. That's what all of this needs to be, is a self-commitment. All right, so that pretty much wraps the video up. Let's recap. So we're doing the winter arc. We're starting now because starting 2025, you're too late, right? I mean, you could, but you want to have a flow. You want to have an execution. You want to have something already in rhythm so you can just get in there and keep it going by the time January comes. Okay. And apply my if then that method, meaning you're finding 2 goals or 3 goals that depend on one another, where you have to do one for the other to happen. And then you end up checking off multiple boxes at the same time. Make your goals depend on one another so it's less overwhelming. And lastly, make this commitment to yourself because you are worth it. You are worth it. And imagine where you want to be this time next year. All right, you guys, that is it for this video. Thank you for giving this video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel and it lets other people find my content. Thank you for joining the Soul Tribe, where we step out of the matrix and into our divinity. Let me know in the comment section if you're going to apply my if then that method. And what are your goals this year? Like, what do you want to get done this year? And what do you want to see for yourself this time next year? Let me know in the comment section. I'd love to hear it. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next one, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.